Hi guys, today's topic is equations of circles, Unit 6, Day 4. Our objective is I'll be able to write the equation of circles. So the very first thing we need to talk about is standard form for the equation of a circle. And our standard form for circles looks like this: x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. And this is for when h and k represent the center of the circle and r represents the length of the radius. So the first question here is, what is the equation of a circle if the center is at 4, -2, and the radius is 7? So the first thing that I want to do is label our h, k, and r. So right here, if it says this is our center, then the first number here, the 4, represents our h, which is the x value of the center of the circle, and then our -2 represented by the letter k. And then we're also told that the radius is 7. Then all we need to do is go back to our equation of a circle here and plug in our h, k, and r. That means x minus 4 quantity squared plus y minus a -2 quantity squared equals 7, which is our radius squared. So the only tricky part here is our minus and negative part. Remember, this negative here and this negative here is a part of the equation. Our k value itself is a -2. So if we're doing y minus k, we're doing y minus our k value of -2. Now we know that a minus a negative gives us a positive. So x minus 4 quantity squared plus y plus 2 quantity squared equals 7 squared, which is 49. And that is the equation of our circle. So take a second, work through these independent practice problems best you can. And let's look at our second teacher example. Here, it doesn't tell us the radius. Instead, it tells us, again, the center of our circle, which is 3, -4. And then it tells us a point on the circle, which is 7, -2. So if we were to draw a really quick picture, like this, it says the center would be at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, -4. And then a point on the circle is 7, -2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. So here's a point. So then we'd have a circle like that, right? So what we are gonna do is find out the equation for the circle and the radius of the circle. So first things first is our center. We know is 3, -4, which we can label with our h and our k. The point that's given to us, 7, -2, we can label as a point x, y. And then we're going to plug all of these values into our equation of a circle equation. So we have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, which equals r squared. So here, x is 7 minus 3 squared plus y is a -2 minus a -4 squared equals r squared. 7 minus 3 is 4, and then -2 plus a 4 gives us a +2, which equals r squared. 4 squared is 16, 2 squared is 4, r squared then equals 20. So what we can do is now plug in our r squared value into our equation there. So we have x minus 3, which is our center h value, squared, plus y minus a -4 is our k value, equals 20, which is our r squared. And then we know minus a negative becomes a plus, so you end up with y plus 4. That's the equation of our circle. Now it asks though, what is the radius? And the tricky thing is here, the radius is not 20. Radius squared is 20. So to find the radius, we need to take the inverse of that square, which is a square root. So if we take the square root of 20, r equals square root of 20, which we can actually simplify by doing 5 times 4, 2 times 2. You get 5 times 2 times 2. Here's our pair. And then we end up with 2 square root of 5 as our radius, which is approximately equal to 4.47. All right, try these independent practice problems now. Number 4 is a bit of a challenge, so good luck with that one. And hope you enjoyed this nice